If you're looking to stop relying on networking, word of mouth referrals, and stop those constant highs and lows in your business that lead you to having to take on any project that comes your way, and you want to finally build a predictable system to get more clients when you need them, I'm going to show you the exact flowchart and system that some of my clients are using to generate up to 30% response rates. And most importantly, I'm going to share how to make this happen without feeling like you're spamming people, without spending hours and hundreds of dollars every day to make it happen, and all of that in just this video. So make sure to watch the whole thing, and I'll see you in the inside. In for a treat today. Let's dive straight in. So here's a nice little flow chart that you're going to get access to at the end of the video. Make sure you check out the link in the description also for any of the other tools and resources I'm going to be mentioning. And here's how it goes. So as you always hear me preach another content, and again, make sure you're subscribed if you're not subscribed already, or you're going to be missing out big time with some of the new content we're pushing out here. You want to actually start reaching out to clients. So how does it work? We want to find and qualify leads, right? We want to make sure they're actually worth reaching out to. We're going to have to find their contact data. We need to know what email, what LinkedIn, what profile to reach out to, which platform might be best for your specific niche. Because a quick disclaimer, again, some of these systems may change depending on your niche and your specific situation. So if you're looking for more complete guided help with this, then of course make sure to book a call with me. We'll walk you through kind of step by step what this could look like for yourself. But this is the high level overview that I share with all of my paid coaching clients, right? So again, right after we find the contact data, we want to prepare the outreach, and then we want to launch the campaign. So first you want to build a list of leads. So we want to find potential clients. This is what it could look like if you have your source being Google Maps. You get a look at the actual rating, the review count. Then we want to pre-qualify the people. So we want to segment the list. So some people might have shit ton of reviews, some people might have no reviews. On LinkedIn, if that's your lead source, you might be able to see how many people work at the company. You want to get a feel for what kind of data you have, and I'll show you in just a second how to build a lead list like this here with literally zero work. It's all through automation, right? Here could be a list of leads from YouTube where we can of course take a look at their subscribers, a whole bunch of different things. And this is step number one. We want to find and qualify the leads. So I've just shown you 3 sources. There's plenty others. I'm not going to be able to walk through all of them in this one video. Again, make sure to subscribe. And this is step number 1. We want to find and qualify the leads. So depending on where you're looking for it, most of you guys selling video production are probably going to start out on Google Maps. That's the easiest place to start. If you're looking for local service-based clients that you're working with, that's a good place to start. You still want to have an idea of who you're reaching out to. Is it restaurants? Is it gyms? Is it chiropractors? And you want to build a targeted lead list. And you don't reach out to all of those people the same way. Every different niche, every different segment of the market, right? A gym that only has a single location versus a gym that has multi-chains. Those require different messages. You're not going to be able to send the same message to all of these prospects. And I'm not going to just like blast the spam to this list. That's not what we're doing as well in one of the next steps. Again, make sure to watch this whole video or you're gonna fuck shit up. So again, we're not spamming people, but more on that later. So that is step number 1. We want to find and qualify the leads. To do that, again, find your lead source, right? Could be LinkedIn, through LinkedIn Sales Navigator. If you want to be fancy, you can do all sorts of crazy searches. Again, not going to cover that in this video. Most of you guys are going to start out on Google Maps. This is where you're going to find local service-based clients. I'm based on this small little island. That's not where you are. You might be looking for restaurants in God knows Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania or something. And again, there's nuances to this. I'm not going to cover scraping everything in detail in this one video. Again, make sure to subscribe if you need step-by-step guidance and help with this. We do this for our clients, help you build these lists for you, of course. But again, this could be a place to start, right? You want to try different searches, try different locations. If it's a large city, you might split out your search into different locations, have several inputs. And speaking of inputs, that's where you can use a tool like Phantom Buster. Again, link in the description to scrape these. You get 2 hours of free trial time, and then you can pay for it if you need to, or you just, get creative. And this is where you have all sorts of different tools to help you extract data. Let's go a little meta here. I work with video producers, so of course I'm building up lists of video production companies, right? And this is what that could look like. So this is where, again, you're gonna be able to figure that out yourself, or watch one of the next videos coming out on my channel, might be up already, where I show you how to actually then use this tool to build the list. Actually, let me just do this for you. So you just get the Phantom. Caught me in a good mood today here. So you wanna click use Phantom. And then you just plug in the search URL. Again, if you want to be pro, There's nuances to this. You might want to use a spreadsheet with multiple inputs as searches, and I'm going to have a little treat for you there, one of the next videos. And that's really it. So you want to put that in, make sure you use your local language. We're just going to process all of them, and then we want to also extract the websites for each location. That's real important. Give it a name so you know what it is. So restaurants, and then we want to hit save, and then just set this to repeat. I'm just going to launch it once manually here, and then you just let it run. And what you get is literally this data here. You get the company title, you got the rating, review count, you can sort the sheet, you can apply filters, all sorts of fun things. We've got the category, the address, the website, and then step number 2, right? Now we want to find the contact data. So obviously, again, before we waste our time and actually try and find the email, we want to pre-qualify leads. So again, delete all the people that have not enough reviews, no reviews. Take a quick look at the website. All the ones that are shit, delete them. So we don't want to waste time. Then probably most of you guys don't have a CRM right now. You could be a basic spreadsheet, or it could be a fancy solution like we have for our clients here, where you track your entire pipeline, and you prepare your outreach and just manage your entire sales pipeline. So that's a little bit too advanced for this video here. Again, just make sure as you're reaching out, you're keeping track of what you're doing. And once you're done finding and qualifying your leads, you're going to want to find that contact data. So that's where we want to find that contact info. That is their first name. We're going to be personalizing the emails, their personal email address. We're not sending to info@company name or whatever. And you might want to find a secondary outreach platform, because on top of email, which we can automate, that's the whole point of this whole process. We're going to be using a tool to send out automated email campaigns to actually make sure we don't just send one touch point, but multiple touch points. We follow up. The money is in the follow-up. That's where we get a lot of the responses coming in, and all of that is going to be automated. Yet we're still going to want to make sure that we have good data, sending to the actual person, using the actual first name, and adding a little bit of customization in one of the next steps here as well. But this step's pretty easy. The tool I've just showed you that we use for sending the emails is the same tool that you can use to find the emails. It's called Snov.io, that you'll find the link in the description as well. And what you're going to be doing, basically, like my client Anthony has done here for these gyms, is you're going to open up these websites. Probably that one, we wouldn't find one because he couldn't find one, and he's using the same tool. And then you get yourself a Snov subscription, and you can just use this Chrome extension, click on it, and you're going to find all the email addresses from that specific company. This goes a couple levels deeper, of course. You can check out the company profile, use a combination of LinkedIn and other tools to make sure you get the right email. And this is where you want to do your actual first work. Everything up until now, we can do through automation and a little bit of just like checking out, hey, is this a good company to reach out or not? At this point, you want to, again, actually try and find the contact name and email address. If you can't find it of the owner, then you might want to go down one level in the hierarchy. Instead of reaching out to the founder/CEO/owner, you may want to reach out to the general manager, marketing manager. It depends on the company. This is where, again, don't do stupid shit like this stuff, depending on who you're reaching out to or what type of company. Of course, don't want to contact the straight up owner if they have 500 employees, right? Or if you're trying to work with like Honda Motors or something, don't message the owner like any large company. Again, this is just the general guiding framework. And then if we were to work together, we would customize this for your use case, or again, you make sure to do your own due diligence. Depending on who you're reaching out to, that changes everything. Again, if you still cannot find the proper email, let's say you're trying to find the marketing manager's email, still doesn't work, and let's say it's a VIP lead, you really want to work with this person or this client, then you may just want to call up the receptionist and ask if they can give you the email address. Again, nuances to this. You don't just straight up, hey, can you give me John's email? Use your own brain for that, or check out some of the other future videos. Or again, if we work together, we will build out custom scripts, of course, for you as well. So again, use your own brain for this part. Seem like a nice person, don't lie, be actually nice, and you should be able to find and get somebody's email address that way. All right, if that still doesn't work, you don't have the name, you don't have the email, right? Then you might just want to go for the generic info at or support at email address. Also, if it's not a VIP lead, don't waste your time on this. Like, this process total should take you 3 minutes per lead. If you really have the right tools, process, and systems, maximum 2 to 3 minutes per lead, per contact, and you should be able to have the actual contact. Right, at this point, you want to move these guys into your CRM, if you haven't done that before, into some form of, again, sorted sheet. Like you have your input sheet with all of your leads, and then you want to just move them somewhere else, because now we can actually start processing. Because at this point we want to prepare the outreach. This is where most people, if not everybody, fucks it up. We're not even going to have the time to get into this specific messaging. However, you need to make sure you actually customize your outreach. Check out some of my other videos on cold email that should be out very soon here. If not, subscribe, right? And this is where we want to customize the outreach, right? So minimum, we want to write a customized first line. So again, here's the deal. I know that 99% of you guys are going to completely fuck up the whole messaging anyways. You're going to come in like, hey, are you interested in video production? If these people are not in the market for video production right now, which is why, again, we're reaching out to people. They're not coming to you. These are not people that are already sold on the idea of, hey, we need video, right? That they are not looking for video. If you send messages like, hey, are you interested in video? We have 30 years of combined experience, like nobody is going to give a shit. So this is where all of the other concepts that I keep preaching and all of my other content come into play. Yeah, like we want to get to the actual root problem that you can solve, right? Like the good old, hey, what does the dentist want? He wants patience, so speak his language. But he doesn't want the cheap teeth whitening patients. He wants the big paying guys that go for the Invisalign procedures, where just one procedure is worth like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. So if you can tell them like, hey, we can help you get more Invisalign patients, or even better, we recently helped another dentist in the area generate 6 new Invisalign patients within weeks of launching our video campaign. Would love to hop on a short call, share what we did, or would love to share some ideas that you could implement straight away. Or would you be open to a short call? That's probably an even better call to action. But again, like not diving into the weeds, cold email, like there's so much involved into the copywriting, psychology, all that. Not going to be able to cover that in this video. However, make sure to customize your email, right? Like you want to send a custom compliment, genuine question, like that you actually mean. That's why it's going to help if you reach out to a niche or target market that you actually give a shit about. So if you don't care about fitness, why are you reaching out to gyms? But if you do care about fitness and you're like, wow, that's such a sick, like whatever, I don't know the name of these training machines. Well, again, you can find the actual genuine compliment that you can give the owner, genuine question, maybe some data you can find on him on LinkedIn, their about page. Get creative. Just this whole part, like this is what we spend most of the time with my clients with, really like honing down and finding ways like to actually write genuine compliments that make sense. We just don't want to, we want to use robots and tools, but we don't want to look like one. There's a real human being on the other side, so let's actually connect with that person, right? Keep it short. With the rest of that email, have a clear offer, clear call to action, and that's all I can say for this specific video. Diving back in, for those VIP leads, let's say you really want to land this person as a client, you can create some bonus material, maybe put together a sample content package. Even maybe you're into copywriting, write some sample copy that they can use to improve their current ads. Depending on what it is that you like to do, you just want to stand out. What you could also do is send somebody an actual personalized video. Like here I even stacked 2 methods. We've got a personalized video and sample content. Yeah, get creative. If you really want to land this person as a client, create some bonus material. So this is how we prepare the outreach the right way. We don't just want to spam people. And at this point, what you should have is a spreadsheet of some sorts where you can put in your custom first lines as well. Love that bamboo reception area. Such a sick design. God knows what. Like again, the more genuine, the more you mean it, the better it's going to actually work. But that could be an example. And what you're going to do now, right? This is the whole point of this. We want to use leverage to go and do outreach at scale, because if you're only sending out 5 to 10, 20 emails a day, it's not going to make sense. Starting at 20 emails a day, that's where you're starting to see some form of results. So here's the deal. At this point, we want to upload a list to Snov.io, right? You have your email copy that says something along the lines like, hey, and then we've got the first name, right? Comma, and then we do the custom first line, and then you have the rest of your message. We just helped. All right, so this is what it could look like. So we've got the, hey, first name, hey, John, love that bamboo reception, whatever. We just helped another dentist in the area book 60 Invisalign patients within 12 days of launching a simple video campaign. We'd love to help you do the same. Are you open to a short call sometime this or next week? Looking forward to hearing from you. Keep it short, keep it to the point. Nobody gives a shit about your 30 years of experience, or like that you do like everything from pre to production and post-product. Again, get some actual value proposition going. Figure out like who you're actually speaking with and speak the actual language. Nobody wants the thing. They want the transformation. They want the outcome. So like, why are you helping them produce video content in the first place? Why would they need it? Why would they give a shit? Like, you want to write some actual copy with that actually resonates with the market. And again, not saying this is going to work. That's where the testing comes in, and more on that in a second here now. But this is a starting point, right? So at this point, we have your email list ready, right? You've got your custom first lines written, and all you got to do at that point is literally you download this as a CSV, and make sure it's actually just the list of people you want to reach out to. Use some different sheets to split out and segment your list, so you can reach out to your VIPs in a different way. Make sure to double check your data. There's a bunch to this. We've got a whole checklist we go through with our clients before we launch a campaign. However, this is where we now can upload our actual list to Snov.io, and we can not just send the emails, but we want to validate the emails first, right? We've already gotten them through Snov, so they should be valid, but this is just one more step to make sure you don't burn and fuck up your domain. That's a whole different topic. If you're sending multiple, like more than 10, 20, 30 emails a day, you probably want to use a different domain just for sending, right? That's a whole different can of worms to open though. But again, you want to validate the emails, and you want to check those merge fields. That's what they call it. The custom first line, the first name, right? Maybe you're mentioning the company name. Would love to help company name, and then those should be in the exact. You might be able to mention the company name, and you want to make sure the data is clean. So if you are doing that, then make sure that the data that you got, if it's from Google Maps, for example, again, most of these look fine. For some companies, they might have some funny stuff in there, like the LLC or something, right? You don't want to like, hey, I would love to help CrossFit City Line LLC. Like, that sounds stupid. So again, make sure this makes sense. Maybe these guys, you can shorten them to MTA or something if they call them that on the company website, right? Like, you just realize this is actually going to get sent within the email. So if you reference the company name, it's going to send that. So again, there's slight nuances to this within Snov. I'm not going to go through the whole setup process in this video, right? Check out the other videos on my channel on how to do that. But now that you finally made it all the way to the end, right? Now that your data and everything is clean, maybe there's going to be some missing first lines when you upload that CSV. Actually, fuck it, you caught me in a good mood. All right, let's say this is our clean sheet, which it's not. It's got way too many leads, and it's not all of them have the right data. There's some weird things here that we couldn't send like this. It would completely fuck everything up. However, I'm just going to show you a quick example. So you're going to download your actual clean sheet, right? Double check everything, make sure it all makes sense. Download that as a CSV file, go to your Snov, and then you will want to go to prospects, create a new list, give it a name, click create. And now that you got a couple different ways, we were just going to upload our own prospect list. You could also click on the plus and then import from file, select the file. All right, double click it, open, whatever you want to do. Click upload. And at this stage, this is probably what most of you guys were like thinking, how is it going to work? You want to put in the actual things. Match the data, right? So this title here is the actual company name. So I'd open it up, look for company name. If I was referencing that in my outreach, right, then we definitely want to have the email. We want to have the first name, and that's really all we need for this campaign here. Maybe we have the custom first line, right? Could be called icebreaker on default, I think, whatever. And then you want to start the import. So in this case, we do have headers. And again, if you've been doing outreach before, then you can do some data management with these guys here. So you can skip duplicates if some of these might already be in here, which actually I'm going to do because these leads are already within this Snov account, because I'll let my clients send through my account for free. So yeah, at this point you would import them, verify the list. Not going to do that right now. It's going to take credits away, but you could actually, it's just 28 emails. So I'm going to show you, we got plenty of credits here anyways. And yeah, this is now going to verify the actual email addresses, the ones that are not valid, that are showed up as red, that you probably don't want to send to. It would hurt your email ability and your domain. And that's really it. So at this point, you can then launch a campaign. And this is where you would then actually put in your email. Let's actually take that messaging that we had right here, copy that, and we paste that in right here. And again, be careful. Right now, it's not going to work like this here. We want to actually make sure these are the correct merge fields, right? So this one should be the first name. Like every cold email tool does things a little bit differently in terms of how they format this here. So first line, and in this one here, we want to have the company name. So let's take that company name. And within Snov, there's the cool thing. We have fallback values. We can basically put a fallback value that's going to send if you forgot to put in the first line, for example. So came across your gym and love what you're doing. I could put in like a generic compliment right here. Would love to help And then this one we could just replace with you if we don't have the company name. And then that's just a smart thing to do. If we don't have the first name, we could just be like, hey there, maybe. And again, make sure everything's formatted correctly. There's a lot more that goes into creating successful cold email campaigns and making this work, right? Make sure you send a test email to emails that you have not sent to before. Make sure you actually land in the inbox. And a general good subject line you can use is just, hey, a name first, a quick question, or question for name, a quick question for first name. That's general good subject line you can use. And I'm writing this like small on purpose and not capitalizing it just because it seems more human to human, and I can guarantee you're going to get more and better open rates. You're more casual and down to earth, you actually write, don't sound corporate, don't try and sell your service. All we're trying to do is get somebody's interest. We're trying to get a response. When we have that response, we're selling the meeting. We're not selling the fucking service through email. Again, not gonna go into a whole cold email methodology in this video here, but at this point you've pretty much completed the campaign. At this stage you're going to be able to start sending, right? Here's how you make it work though. Chances are you're not going to have the most insane response rates from the get-go. If you do put in multiple touch points, which I actually didn't show you how to do here, we would send an email, then we would wait, let's say a day or two, let's say 23 hours, so it's not on the exact minute, and then we would send another email. And then again, the follow-up, that's a whole art in itself. Again, just quick bumping emails like, hey, I'm sure you've been slammed with work, just want to check if you saw this, or hey, another cool thing you could do is thoughts, question mark, smiley face, right? Just bumping up the email. If your initial email is good, you could send in some additional work, maybe some other case studies you have with other clients, maybe a cool project you've just completed, additional valuable information. Like one of my clients, he's reaching out to Airbnb hosts, and I've recently found a cool little PDF he could share with them in the follow-up, right? Like, hey, I saw this cool PDF on how to get more bookings through Airbnb, figured I'd share it with you. Just like you want to actually build that trust. Again, not going to go into a whole psychology in this video, but basically, again, these people don't know, trust you. You want to get over that initial trust hump where they're even like open to the idea of talking to you. That's, again, an art in and in itself. So again, set some delays, set some more emails, all that fun stuff, and about your actual campaign. The key to making this work now though is not getting a good open rate, it's not getting a good response rate, it's split testing and going through the variations. Here's just another campaign, the client from Poland actually, who I just mentioned. And again, here's how to make it work though. So here's the first version I sent with one of my clients, and we've contacted 54 different people. Shit, don't want to leak people's email addresses here. I've probably already done that through the video. The idea is you want to split test. So this first email campaign, we got a 13% response rate, which is not great. We're aiming for 20% and up. Ideally, like we want to get a 5% meeting booking rate. That's some general KPIs that you can keep an eye on. And again, there's ways to, like, if any of these are not where you want them to be, there's ways to make it happen, right? To fix the open rate, change the subject line, have a better custom first lines. That's why we have a first line in the first place. Because as you know, on Google, right, you open up an email, you see the subject line and the first line behind that as well, right? And if you're not getting responses, right, get some better copy, right? Have a better offer. There's a lot that goes into that. And then to get a bit higher response rate, what happens after somebody already responded to you? How many times are you following up? Because we've got these automated follow-ups going if they don't respond, right? But the moment they start responding, these of course are going to stop. That's not going to keep sending. But again, if you stop reaching out at that point, if they didn't book a meeting with you or proceed to the next step, whatever that is in your sales process, then it's not going to work. Again, there's a lot that goes on in the back end. However, to make these campaigns here work, right, you want to split test. So here's just another variation that we've sent out of this one, where again, we've contacted 30 people, and this time we got a 34% response rate because we added some FOMO, some fear of missing out. I'm not going to show you the email copy in this video here, but again, that is where we added literally just one line to the email, and we then saw a huge increase in responses, right? And it's these little tweaks that make all the difference. So again, that's long story short how you do cold email. And make sure to watch the other videos on my channel and subscribe for more insane content like this. And also check out the link in the description to get access to this whole flow chart and all of the other tools that I've mentioned here, right? So if you like this, please leave a like, right? Again, really stripping down the curtain here for you guys. And let me know in the comments, of course, if you have any questions or if you need help, book a call with me and we'll help you set up these systems for you. Take care.